Alright. I'm in. Moved you further out of the frame, Skillet. There we go. Skillet watching me play. No, I haven't been pulling on this banner for many months. There's just no reason to pull on banners like this anymore. I've already talked about the anniversary banners. I forget how long ago it was, but... but the preview during this stream is going to be of the Final Fantasy XIV event, in which I talk shit about it because it doesn't have an awakening on it and asked us to spend 50 Mithril on it. But it's otherwise an okay banner. Alright, so I tried this team out briefly and it didn't really work. Maybe he doesn't cast his first action fast enough. So I said I wasn't going to mess with this team because I wanted Ark to be my healer for that fight because it's really difficult for my team to get past the Petrify, but I want to give it a shot at least. But in order to do that, my primary DPS need to be the top and bottom slots. Which kind of presents a difficult problem. There is no clear frontrunner for who goes first here. So what ends up happening is Alara goes first in this comp, and there's no way for me to shift it. Yeah, well. So Alara has a speed of 150. Garnet has a speed of 149, and Ash also has a speed of 149. Yeah. So whoever one of these is first is going to go first. There's too many of them. And the problem here is Black Magic takes 1.8 seconds to cast. And what needs to happen is the person in the first slot needs to cast their ability fast enough to go off before the interrupt. I would assume so. I think Thancred's LMR is dual cast. Which kind of just means yes. I think. I don't know, I forget. I'll go over that in the preview. So I guess we can just put Ash up there. Ash will go first. She only has one less speed than Alara, meaning their ATB should come up at the same time. I don't know how I'm gonna trance. Oh shit. I forgot to switch the resistance accessories. Oh no, I need to... I haven't done a manual trance in a while. And I don't want to make an extra ability for nothing, so... This would not be my farm team, I'd just go back to Ark. Congratulations. Oops. So Final Fantasy XII information just came out. Where does this go? Garnet chains on first turn. I should remember that. Alright, so right, left, chain, left. And I will go over the Final Fantasy XII event on this stream too. Yeah, I think Vivi doesn't survive that anyway, so it's fine. What up, Blender? Oh. BB Trance. Gotta get that Protect God faster. Thanks a lot, Booker. Maybe less dicking around in the menus. Why does everyone have to have the same speed? Alara, why do you have to have a 150? Thinking about glinting with Ash. If I actually tried to use this thing too. I didn't even hit Protexka. Just let me get past this. Well, let me see if I can get Protexka off. I don't think I can. I guess we'll Protectka first turn. We have to. Alternatively, I can give Allegro Con Moto to Garnet. Oh shit, we just cast Wall on first turn with somebody. Who do we cast Wall on with? Who? Vivi? Yeah, Vivi. Vivi's good. And the first entrust to go to Ash. Cool. Great job, Alara. I wish I could slash off that one speed. Single point of speed. Ugh. Trusting Ash though. Ash still might die. Oh my god! Oh my, perfect! Oh, this is great! This is actually exactly how this is supposed to work. I just need Ash to live. Because then we get an Alara USB and we're off to the races. Ash, how do you live? Oh. She's gotta be watered. There's no way I haven't watered Ash. Yeah, she's got everything I got. Unless I went and gave her the level 2, which would require me to do record dungeons. The bane of my existence. They would require me to have Kira. I don't know why I don't like him. No, Jimbo, she needs this accessory specifically. Because it has water and dark resists. That first attack in the beginning is dark attack. How about a level 5 spell ward? Can't defend, I don't think. Won't generate enough soul break points. We'll see if that Every switch works. Yeah, there's a chance. If it's half off, I'm not sure if I'd even pull on it if it's half off. If it has greater 6-star and half off, then... or guaranteed 6-star and half off, then... probably looking at a pull down. Would have to be both of those. Right, we chain with Garnet now. Probably, yeah. But who knows? Really no sense even thinking about it until we know more information. I gotta reset when you go first, Alara. Stop doing that. Congratulations, Asuka. Alphino Chain would be my most wand up. She definitely took less damage from that. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to save her. I think that was the first spell ward on the party, so that's why it's so effective. Protect go. You could train to VV, but it saved Ash's life. Actually, I think I should put VV in the front row. If I can get Protect go up. Then VV will trance if he's in the front row. Let's see how this works. Should have recast chain there. Shit. Alright, I'm done. We'll do the 14 preview. Boss just outright kills Vivi. Alara can't protect you against that, buddy. Well, if I used her BSB, it could. Oh yeah, I was thinking of doing some relic draws today. But I keep wavering. Oh no, I'm not going to pull out a 14 banner. It's going to be, I was thinking about the realm draws. Yeah, it has been a while since the Burn 14 event. But that's not enough. Alright, let's take a look at this Final Fantasy XIV event that's going on right now. Whole bunch of nothing new other than the banners themselves, so right to the banners we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars, 3 glints, 2 bursts, 4 LMRs. First up, and good luck. Papalimo Arcane, sure. Is it a fire rod? Yes, it is. Second, Alphino Chain. We've been waiting for a magical wind chain for quite a while. And Alphino was probably the top prospect to receive it, and he did. And it is a wind book, thank goodness. Actually, it's fine, because both him and Onion Knight can use it. Saying, you know, being upset with it being a wind book is like being upset that Terra uses swords. So that's pretty great. There are very few wind mages in the game, and Alphinaud's one of the only good ones. Alphinaud USB 2, 10 single target wind magic, party wind radiant shield, self quick cast 2, and a brave mode. Okay, you got me so far. The brave mode is 1 single target, 3 single target, 6 single target, or 12 single target wind magic. Yeah, that's a huge win, Ricky. Congrats. Yeah, Dark Veil 4 just came out. Brave mode's good. It's good for chain building. Better than... Well, his USB 1 is really bad. But his... dealing actual wind damage, his BSB is still pretty good and relevant. And this finally gives him something to replace that, because it was kind of crazy how long his BSB was so effective. Self-Quick Task 2 helps make up for the fact that his BSB allows him to instant every turn. But yeah, this is more of a slow-moving thing that works passively because of the Wind Radiant Shield to go together with his chain. Thancred USB is an Earth Dagger, which is kind of interesting, and it's instant. Love that, always love that. 10 single target, Earth Fire, enemy, magic and defense minus 50%. Sure, self-medium ninja damage up, so he doesn't get an Earth or an Fire. This is so he can use both Earth and Fire with it, but the problem is there are no Fire physical abilities, just the magical ones, which are not what they used to be. But let's take a look at the Brave mode at least. One, 3, 6, 10. 3 single target armor breakdown. So level 1 is armor breakdown, level 2 is armor breakdown. Level 3 would be an attack, defense, and resistance minus 70% for 8 seconds. That's what the short period on these is. Pretty neat. I do like the Brave mode. What are you talking about, Psychotic? Oh. Yeah, but what about it is not summoning? The Brave mode commands are summoning. The entry is summoning. What is not summoning? The Wind Radiant Shield? Of course it's not summoning. Oh. Does it matter? Alright. Well, Thancred's USB is kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It seems a little underpowered because it's supposed to be dual elemental and it has a debuff attached to it. And because of that, it kind of suffers a little bit. It is a lot of defense down. And I do know from experience that that is a good debuff even in the current meta. Minus 70% is still a significant amount against current current break resistances. So he seems like he's like more of a support than a straight-on damage dealer. And I guess once he puts down his Brave Command 3, he probably deals a fair amount of damage himself. Yeah, he's pretty decent chain builder. Just kind of weird. Anyway, moving on. Papalymo's USB. Finally, Papalymo gets a USB. And it's a really good one. It's like a magical copy of Squall's USB 2, I believe. Which is 10 single target, fire, and fire. Self-magic defense, yeah, whatever. Chase fire abilities with Sharpcast Fire. What Sharpcast Fire is, 4 to 8 single target fire non-elemental, number of hits and multiplier scale with uses. So, the more you cast, the better. He does have, personally, no way to improve his cast speed, but there's plenty of external ways, and you're going to want to use those ways with Papalymo, because once he starts putting out those max level chases, pretty damn powerful. Like Ishola's USB 2, for instance. So that's it for our 6 stars. It's pretty good. There's nothing bad, at least. That's a change. I'm not like super high on these, but Papalymo Arcane and Papalymo's USB are both really good, and Wind Chain obviously really good as well. Next up for the Glints, we have Alphino's Glint, which is, it's one of the best ones. 0 cast time, 6 single target, wind damage, and wind and end wind stacking. I really like that Glint a lot. I'm not sure how good it is on a summoner. In my forays with Alphino in the Fire Magicite and the Earth Magicite, he tends to cap his attacks easily because summons hit really hard and don't have as many hits attached to them. Oh, you know what this is really good for? Not so much using Dark Veil for or Tiamat, because those cap real easily, so you're not getting any benefit from the M1 stacking. It's this. 12 single target Brave mode. It's meant to go with his USB 2. Because if you're glinting, you're getting a lot of damage increase on these attacks. Papalymo, 0 cast time, instant magic 3. Well, that does help Papalymo with that whole quick cast thing. What I'd probably want to do is use Papalymo's Glint, or get 750 Soul Break points, use his Glint, and then his USB. And then have 2 charges left over for during his USB mode. So he can stack up to that chase. That would be a good thing to have, like utility-wise, if you don't have any external ways to grant him quick cast. Or if you don't, you need to put Thunder God mode on somebody else. So not essential by any stretch, but could be good to make up for a deficiency elsewhere in the party. Amphilia, Flash Art, Unholy, and Party HP Stock 2000. It's pretty pretty Torment. Love, like, how calling something Torment is just code for this can't survive out in the wilds. But Minfilia can't survive out in the wilds. I suppose she's not that bad anymore. Start battle with Quick Cast 3. Her USB 1 has never been bad. It's just, the second I pull, you know, Ram's BSB 2, I already have a better support than her. Yeah, it's pretty Torment. So she can deal actual damage with the Unholy. And the Party HP Stock 2000 isn't bad either. If anyone has tried out the Final Fantasy XIV Torment, it puts out a pretty disgusting amount of damage. BSBs, Thancred, 0 cast time, and Pearl Earth. Wow. Alright, I actually like Thancred's BSB more than I like his USB. His USB at least is an Earth Dagger, but a 0 cast time and Pearl on a ninja? This is pretty good. Just wish he had a way to end Earth. Minfilia BSB 2, a single target, wholly non-elemental, party last stand. What are your commands? What are both of your commands? Blink and Smart Ether, typical ninja stuff. And a Vanishing Strike, just bad burst commands. I don't know. We've had a party last stand BSB in the game for a long time, and Gordon, and it was alright. It's okay. Yeah, I think this is probably the worst pull on the banner. Thancred, 25% chance to dual cast ninja. Well, dual casting ninjas is awesome, so I'll take that. Minfilia starting with Quick Cast 3 is also good. For the Torment support person. Alphino starting battle with M-Wind, obviously really good. He's a chain holder. When people use soul breaks that don't have M-Wind on them, or an element on them starting the battle with an element is often really powerful. And Papalymo starts the battle with N-Fire. He's not that great of a user of an N-Fire LMR. I think more often than not, you'll probably end up using his LM1 and LM2 over this LMR. So that's not that great of a pull in my opinion. But that's me. Know that is a contested opinion. So seek a second opinion if you want another opinion. This line of thinking started ever since I got, we got access to the Behemoth King fight, and I realized that Maria starting off with an Earth in the fight just didn't really contribute anything. It was better to use her magic stacking LM2 or her 10% Earth damage LM1 than her start battle with an Earth and LMR, because the start battle with an Earth LMR contributed like 10,000, 12,000 damage over the course of the fight, where her LM2 contributed that in a single action after she started using her USB. It just, when you're recasting, or you're starting, your first Soulbreak cast is N-Fire, you're immediately just, you've shortened the time that this affects the battle considerably. And when you can actually still make use of these is when you have an element stacking glint. And Papalymo doesn't. He has 0 cast time, it's a magic 3. So this it just wouldn't get used, I don't think. because it would just contribute so little. Where, let's say his LM1 is 10% increased fire damage, right? That 10% increased fire damage, once you start using Papalymo's USB 2, is going to contribute all of that damage. Yeah, if you just had his ace, but that's a good point. I wasn't thinking of that. You could run Papalymo for sure with just his arcane and his LMR. So that's definitely a way to use him. Just go back to see how much I wanted Locke's LMR off the recent Golden Fest Lucky, because I have his arcane. That would have been an awesome pull. Oh my goodness, there's a second banner. Like I can make cases for pulling on this banner, but well, that's a good start. The Sales USB is one of the better ice soul breaks in the game. Ida's USB is not bad. It's good for the Torment. Minfili's USB is also... This is a Torment banner, huh? And then they throw a Sales USB. If you put a Sales USB on the first banner, what would you take off? Nothing. Estinian, that's just not good. Papalymo OSB, that's just really not good. Oh my goodness, 5 bursts? Can we stop talking about this banner and sing a lamentation for a Sales USB being stuck on this banner? Asinian and Windburst, Shola. Oh, this is the JP Honey Trap. The Japanese client were not aware that Ishola was going to be getting a USB 2 in the festival following this. So this was the best healing soul break. At the time of this banner launch. If you didn't have access to this, well, you didn't even have a snowball's chance in hell in the highest level of the Torment. I'm sure a lot of people pulled on this banner just for this thing. We know better. We know that Ishtola's USB 2 is going to be appearing in the next festival, and it's extremely good. It's Party Magical Quick Cast 3, Instant Kiraga Medica, and a Brave mode where, when fully charged, is an Instant Cura Medica with Last Stand to party. It's a really good soul break. Oh, man, it just keeps on getting better. Ugh. This banner sucks. This banner sucks. Sorry, Sil. Yet another banner where a Cell's USB shows up and it's just not even worth considering. So, first banner. Yes, with the release of this banner, I will now be pulling on Final Fantasy XIV Realm on Parade. If it's on the pull. I forget how the cutoff works for the Realms on Parade usually. But if this banner's on it, then I will pull on it. I think it's a decent banner. It's kind of like how I evaluated the Final Fantasy X banner. It is good. There's a really powerful Fire Mage if anyone's looking for one of those. The Wind Mage is definitely important. well, it is important a few months from now. And I guess that's my issue with it, is I think a lot of people probably do have access to Terra. If you've been unable to get Vivi to pair them up together, which were a power combo, Papalymo is one of the best fire mages in the game. So I'm not sure about that. I think a lot of this stuff is advanced stuff, like the chain's not always a good thing to have, but Alphino's USB is a support USB. It's decent, but it works best with a chain. Thancred's USB definitely needs the rest of the team to be good. Thancred's BSB definitely needs the rest of your Earth team to be good. Papalymo's the only one here that's really a really powerful, you know, single like damage dealer for a new account, and there's no healing on the banner. There's no support on the banner. No buffing support. Does Alf's chain reoccur? As Will says, possibly. It did show up in 4th anniversary for Japan. Whether that does for us as well, tough to say. I can go get the banner for you. That was banner 1, right? No, banner 2. Yeah. Not a great one, outside of dealing wind element damage. Since it's seriously just a 50% magic buff. Yeah, here it is. Banner 2. It does have healing on the banner. 250 soul break heal. I have to file this into definitely Final Fantasy XIV Torment. No, I can't. Because look, I mean, Alphino and Papalymo's definitely good outside the Torment. And Alphino's clearly made to be outside the Torment. His Wind Radiant Shield is not good in Torment. This is a weird banner. I like it, but at the same time, I don't know. Because of the rarity of Final Fantasy XIV events, I probably would have pulled on this if 4th anniversary didn't exist. Because you gotta get your Final Fantasy XIV strength somewhere, right? Well, problem is you don't anymore. You're gonna want a healer for it, but that doesn't exist on this banner. Would be nice if 14 got more events. Anyway, that's, I don't know. I don't have any more concrete of a assessment than that. If I pulled on this banner, it'd pretty much be Alpha No Chain or bust. Thancred's Dagger wouldn't be bad, but I mean, I'm not pulling on 50 mithril pulls for stat sticks. Next, we're going to take a look at something that just got released. Something a little more exciting. For what? Against the, against Adamantoise? The Earth Magicite? Do you have, Zach's Chain? Who, despite giving 50% attack and 50% crit damage to the party, is not that bad of a chain for magic. Because Zach can use Slash Disaster to cast either his BSB or his USB to further imperil the boss after chaining. Then yeah, you're probably in pretty good shape. If the way these last Magicites have played out is any indication, then you're probably in a pretty good position. Maybe not for a sub 30. It's gonna be tough. But that's not that important anyway with Magicites. Get your clears, get your defense boons or resistance boons, and then just don't bother with it again. Farm your best clears. Right. Alright, let's take a look at the Final Fantasy XII event that just came out in Japan. We have one banner with new stuff on it and a second banner with a bunch of old stuff. Ashes Awakening. 15 single target lightning. Then lightning. Lightning Awakening. Break damage cap. Break damage cap level 1, so she can hit for 20,000 with anything instead of 10,000. And every third lightning ability used chases with an OSB, basically. So it's basically a magical lightning version of Tidus's Awakening, which is really good. Vaughn's Arcane is Wind Arcane, Ash USB 2, 10 single target, or no, 10 random. Interesting. Lightning non-elemental and lightning abilities grant back row members high quick magic 1. It's interesting. 3 lightning abilities grants party lightning damage plus 10%. That's even more interesting. That's a cool USB. Have we seen something like that yet? Where you can grant or grant an elemental damage to your party? That's pretty cool. Larsa USB 2, 0 cast time, party Curaga Medica, and high quick cast 2. So 3 effects right there that are shared in common with Alara, which is kind of interesting. Just doesn't have the Regenga, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because while the Regenga is obviously awesome, there's some situations where you don't actually need it or use it as much, like possibly in a sap fight, or a fight where you can get away with, you know, spending a turn not healing the party. It happens. There's, like Famfrit, for instance, has a lot of down turns where he doesn't actually attack, or only uses gravity attacks. Chases wider support with a party 1000 heal, so if on your down turn you are healing the party for 1000 anyway, it's no Regenga, but it's still pretty nice, and also chases with Asuna. This is a status-focused version of the Alara USB. So you'll lose some healing from that Regenga, but instead you gain the ability to Asuna the party, which can be useful in some cases. Like if you're, you know, unable to dodge Belias's Berserk in his second phase, where he berserks party members 1 and 5. Larsa can, you know, actually enter the fight and perform a lot of the same functions that Alara does, except he can take care of the Berserk. It's kind of interesting. Vayne's USB 2. I actually do not know what that does. So we're going to go and find out. Battering Ram. Hybrid. Grants instant cast 1 to all allies. Attach Dark and Brave mode. Oh. I like that. Let me tell you what. Ever since using Barrett's USB, I'm a big fan of even slow cast instant cast 1 damaging soul breaks. And this one gives him Attach Dark in a Brave mode. So he can operate as a real character. He doesn't need to get in Trust Battery. What's the Brave mode? Just a generic OSB Brave? That's fine. If you recast a Brave mode, do your Brave points reset? Do you gain a Brave point? Replaces the attack command. No, you, oh, sorry, resets? Alright. Well, then let's forget about the Brave mode. Because, you're going to want to recast that as soon as you can. Or maybe you just run him, use the USB, take 2 actions, Brave mode, recast. Do it again. Sure. Von USB 3. Instant, okay. 10 single target, range, physical wins. Magic defense minus 40%. Thief, high, quick cast, and brave. This is pretty much Thancred. Except instead of 30% ability boost, he gets Thief, high, quick cast instead. I'd prefer Thancred. The Thief abilities are already fast cast. But I think the real benefit is always going to be the final Brave, which is a negative 70 debuff, which is really nice. Vaughn, do you have any good ways to give yourself M-Wind? Impel Wind, of course. Do you have any way to give yourself M-Wind? USB 2, is that it? USB 2 doesn't even, so he has no way to win. No, he does not have any soul breaks. They give him M-Wind. Oh, with Ash's Awakening. What's her missing element? So she uses Vortex instead of Terra's Meltdown. So Valigarmanda would be fire and ice, and Vortex would add water. She's missing 2 elements, wind and earth. So Ash can only do 4 elements, Terra's 5. D tier, not even worth considering. This seems like a kind of important glint on Bond. Well, Terra can use Valigarmanda and Meltdown, both of which have a fire component, which means she will dual cast it with her Awakening. So you get the lightning and ice from Valigarmanda, and the earth and wind from Meltdown. So The only element that Terra can't dual cast would be water. Penella's USB 2, we saw that in the last Final Fantasy XII event, which actually hasn't happened yet, but it will. Grants party instant cast 1 and cure step follow-up. It's kind of a, rather than the high quick cast of Lars's, this does instant cast a party instead. And cure step follow-up means she medicas every time she dances, which is actually kind of useful. We see a lot of magicites that have single stat buffs that can be canceled out by dancers. That's pretty cool. So Penelo can heal the party while canceling out those buffs. Also, the Final Fantasy XII Torment, and then I suppose this is the most important application of this USB, is that the Final Fantasy XII Torment buffs 2 different stats, attack and magic. So her carrying the attack dance and the magic dance and healing the party while giving the party instant cast is actually a pretty powerful tool in that fight. Still getting used to 7 6-stars on a banner. And the interesting thing is all of these are useful in some way. Good, good or great. So, this will be an interesting banner to keep an eye on. As are all of the banners with awakenings. Two glints, Larsa glint, Astra and Asuna to all allies. That's a really good glint. Getting Astra for 250 soul break points. I'm not surprised that Larsa's the first one to get that on a glint. Von Glint, I did talk about that briefly. It shows up for the first time on the 4th banner of the 4th anniversary, and this Imperil 10% and wind damage 10% seems like a really useful part of Von's kit. To help him out because he doesn't have End Wind. It'll be good for casting his ASB, it'll be good, useful for, casting out thief abilities, which have a high hit count. Ash LMR 2 percentage to chase with 3 lightning non-elemental attacks and a 15% or 1500 party heal. That's a really cool LMR. Larsa LMR 2 when using white magic abilities percent to self Astra. That's also pretty cool. I thought it was, when I first read it, when we got the Google translated version, I thought it was self Asuna, which was like, what use is that? But self Astra is actually pretty cool. Von LMR started the battle with Endark. Von LMR 3 is dual cast Thief. Good. Penelo LMR is dual cast White Magic. I really like this banner. Congratulations, Jason. Now, a lot can change in 6 months, but banner looks good for now. There still aren't that many banners with awakenings on them, so it's easy to keep an eye on them, and the more banners that get released without awakenings, the better these banners look. Banner 2, Balthier Arcane, Ash Arcane, Balthier USB 2, Rex USB, Bosch USB 2, Ranth USB 2, Ash USB. It's fine. But it's missing everything good about this banner. And this pretty much covers everything. From damage to healing to support even on both Larsa and Pinello. About buffing. No buffing. Bosch is over here like, I'm carrying the shit out of this banner. And it comes with a last stand lucky. Who knows? Might not even be released with the same event for us, so I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, alright. Ugh. Rex is also buffing. It's true. It's attack only, but you're right, it is buffing. Yeah, I have. So I can't stay for long. But I did want to get the preview done. And I suppose I was not expecting to be looking at the Final Fantasy XII event tonight. Because we usually don't get the information this soon. So Vivi can't avoid dying. To that dark attack. He doesn't have enough health. How do I make this work? Because Ash can survive. She's got enough health. Do I put Alara below Garnet? And actually hope she goes first? Can I remove some speed from Garnet? Unfortunately, Vivi and Ash need to be in the 1 and 5 position, which kind of makes this an interesting team to build. Because they're my damage dealers. I would, if Garnet could deal real damage, I wouldn't mind putting her in one of the slots, but she can't. I'll give a couple attempts on this, and then I gotta take off for the night. Gotta go make some money. I'm not even sure if Vivi can survive the follow-up attack. We're gonna find out. Yeah, we need more summons. Which means we need more ways to get rubies. So many abilities, not enough rubies. Well, Shantoto is one of the best lightning damage dealers in the game. I would very, very much hope that she could hang with Ash and Vivi. Well, we want Alara to go first here, which means left, left, left. Didn't get it. Took too long. The problem with that is Vivi is not going to cast his Vortex. It's a wasted turn. Takes too long to get to him. The most ideal situation so close would be Ash going first, but there's no way I can possibly do that. Yes, yeah. Casting Wrath. It's a bit long, and there's a lot of ATB cycling, but it might work. Yeah, good call. Need it. Now does he survive the regurgitate? Because if he does, I mean, that's a great way to trance. Oh, I didn't even... I should have chained with... Oh, perfect. That's a gravity attack anyway. Ugh. It's fine. I can actually just immediately USB with Alara on that turn instead of waiting for the attack. And she'll survive. But I think it only did 7,400. Oops. I think my first interest should go to Vivi. Don't matter, we're gonna die anyway. In a wall. Actually. Yeah. Hey, Green Tea. Congrats again on that Gilgamesh kill. Dual cast. I like it. Oh, no protect gun. Should be Goku. We do have plenty of health, and then Alara should... Alright, I wanna trance Garnet too. I may have to put her in the front row. Good evening. Yes, I have. Come on, quadcast for me, baby. The VV Quadcast is the dream. Dual cast? Come on. Supposed to be a vortex turn. So I don't need to entrust over that turn. That entrust should go to Garnet to get the BSB2 up. Oops. Podcast. Make up for the fact that you're running a 15% chance of dual cast. Ah, Vivi, come on. Got it. Oops. Forgot about that. Evie ran out of juice. Right before Garnet could have contributed. This team can do it. This team can do it. It's just imperative that Garnet gets that BSB off earlier. And, what I'll do earlier in the fight is... for Vivi's first two turns, it'll be Vortex, then a Chain Thundaja. Oh, I was too early. I didn't expect to cycle through the ATB that quick. Oh, plus, I should probably remove the 15% chance to dual cast on Vivi. Because there's so many times in the fight where he's not hitting cap anyway, so it's wasted. A lot of damage I could gain there. Wayne Park. Tried to cheat. Let's see if it works. Did. So I can select wall with Ash. It's better than skipping. Oh, damn it. She didn't have Protect up yet, did she? Maybe I don't need to skip their turns. Maybe the cast time window, or the animation window that Shulk's Wrath gives will be enough. Let's get really greedy. More than enough time. Still it. Proteka goes off in 1.5 seconds, which will definitely go off before his next action. Ah, perfect. It's glorious. Quadcast, quadcast, quadcast. One of these days. Oops. Should have waited for the high quick cast before using Garnet. I don't know how to keep Ash alive there. How did she survive before? Took like 4,000 damage. A Regenga can't heal that. She needs to survive the hit before so I can heal it up after. Can she survive the hit? $1 million question. Oh, man. Too early. I can't afford a single misclick in that whole mess of shit that needs to happen at the same time. want to go back to using Arc again. I think I'll put Kirada on Alara. I don't like using Alara as a healer. Feels like it's not what she was born for. Offense, offense, offense. Lara, you ruined the trance. Oh well. No more of that. It was a fun experiment. With better magicite passives, we'd be okay. Garuda doesn't really contribute anything defensively. And I only have a level 5 spell ward and a level 5 health boon. That's it. If I use a Famfrit for a level 8 spell ward and a level 15 resistance boon, she'd survive. Though I could also just carry Kirada instead. Generates the same amount of soul break points as Allegro Konmodo. Has a smaller cast time. And I wouldn't run... well, actually, I might run into dual cast issues with stopping Garnet's transform going off. Okay, no, I'm gonna try one more time. It is worth it. There is a benefit for me using this party over Arc. Since I'm not using Onion Knight, I'm using one less mage. Which means this Chain Thandaga is unnecessary. And I can shatter it. One good attempt and I'm done. Get to the judgment turn. Does Ash survive? I keep forgetting to let Ash wait for the Allegrathon motor to go off before using that Chain Thandaga. He just triple cast? Awesome. Oh. Darn, it didn't trance. Too much defenses. Oh, no! Oh, no. There goes my good attempt. Well, at least we're gonna see if Ash survives or not. That's really all that matters. She did. Can't even see her health bar, but she did. So how do we get you to trance? Darn it, you're sitting up there in the front row. You can't take enough damage. Let's swap out her armor, give her worse armor. It's not going to take much. She's like at 21% health. 10 seconds to do 60% of its health. Let's go. Valley Garmanda or Glimmering Peridot? I think we start with a Valley. Oh, right. You're gonna be dead in a second. Maybe I'm doing all of this wrong and Garnet is the person, because BB's gonna run out of steam anyway. That was my good attempt. We're going back to Arc. It's a pretty sizable amount of stats lost. She'd probably trance. It wouldn't make that much difference. Just quit casting every turn everywhere. Anyway. Okay, I'm out of here. Have a good night, everybody. Also, I don't think I'm ever taking this song off.